Alright.
Because I stopped recording because of this meme.
Yeah, unfortunate, bro. Unfortunate.
It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna put that
Yeah.
up though.
Right.
Again, I don't usually do this, but we have to do this. I know how to do jitter spree. Guessing you're on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi.
Oh, it doesn't say you're on Wi-Fi.
Wait, what am I on then?
It just said like it didn't mention that you were on Wi-Fi. It showed you, I saw really big jitter, which is all I need.
Okay. Right.
Do you have any character choice you want to play?
Like I want you to play?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, okay, Peacock, easy.
Oh, you want me to play Peacock? Okay. Hello. Stop it.
Easy, bro. Okay, alright. Oh my god, alright.
Oops. Got the combo.
Oh, okay, alright. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that was my bad.
It's okay. Don't worry. We'll play 2 more, and then
Yeah,
we
okay,
can just watch
2 more.
replays afterwards.
Okay. Play game, play game. Okay.
What the heck? Your life for it?
Oh my god.
Holy.
Oh my god, the chip, bro. Actually, so much.
Solo Peacock does a lot of damage, pal.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, all right. Okay, let me bring back the team I was playing against them.
Yeah, play whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Oh, oh, that's such a mistake.
Sorry, what?
Oh, nothing.
Nah, that's true. Anyway, I think we have 3 replays. That's enough to now.
Okay, wait. One more,
Oh,
bro.
okay, sure.
All right, let's go. Oh, did you leave lobby?
I mean, I can join back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Did you leave
I
as
think
well?
lobby
Okay.
broke me. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
I usually am bad giving advice in the middle of the game. Watching it back makes it
Yeah.
easy. But I have a lot of ideas for what you're feeling bad on that are not like
Right.
specifically anti-Peacock and stuff. If you only play any other character, I can play as well like that.
Yeah, let's go with the team that I versed you last time.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think it was Philia Robo Fortune.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Because
bro.
if you
I
play,
haven't done. Yeah.
like if you just watch me do Peacock things, like it's actually not that helpful. I think maybe. I'm not sure, but do this as well. That's also fine. Let's do it properly with.
All right.
Let's do 2 with this and then.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Oh my god, I'm not playing Peacock.
Logging off.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Power nap.
Oh.
What am I fighting for?
Right. One more.
Yeah.
Fox.
Okay. Alright. Oh.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh, for real? On God? On God?
Okay. Yo, sorry I kept switching my teeth.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice. You should do
Yeah.
it. Again, I'm only gonna count the analysis part as the hour, so.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
Power nap.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Stand by,
Oh. Alright. Okay, I think. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Watch it.
Yep.
Hey, so what are
There's a few things. Some of them
Yeah.
are incredibly simple, some of them are incredibly not simple.
Hmm.
Take a while to get better at.
Honestly, dude. Oh, dude. I lost all my muscle memory, dang.
That's
I
fine.
should have played in new bets, dude.
Yeah.
Alright, got you.
I only played 13 minutes.
What do I. Alright.
I also want my telestrator. Annotators.
Yeah.
I use it to annotate this.
Yeah, alright. Hey.
Here's something.
Yep.
This. Oh, I don't need to see that. So, which games do you want to watch back?
Final 2 games.
Okay, cool. So, before we start, wait for the replay. So,
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. ちょっと待ってね.
keys and then.
Your turn.
There we go.
Round
Okay,
start?
awesome. So,
Okay.
In round start, so first of all, my options. But what are your options here? You have Peacock, you have Umbrella with Peacock Assist and Parasol Assist, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your Peacock Assist? That's George, right? The Light George.
Yep, Judge.
The one that
Light
moves.
Judge.
And your Parasol is Pillar?
L-Shot.
L-Shot, okay.
Mhm.
So, based on that, you have a few ways that you control the screen around you, right?
Yep.
The way I would start constructing my game plan would be based on that, because my biggest thing for you is that it feels like when I play you, you don't seem to really have a game plan. Right? So when I play you and you make decisions, what it feels like to me, and you can like again, you can just chime in and say no, like I have a game plan, this is not very good or whatever. That's if that's the problem, then that's a completely different discussion. But if it's not the problem,
because like
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a sort of basic game plan for like it was supposed to be a zoning focused game plan. Like I was supposed to just like back off and then throw bubbles until like because when I was having my lesson with Dama, he told me that like he would like put out stuff on the screen and then when they got annoyed, they'd come towards you and then that's like
okay,
that's what I was trying to do. Like that's why around shot I up backed and threw a bubble just to like not get hit by like I guess instant air dash JHP.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that's a completely different discussion. If you don't have a game plan, I was gonna give you a whole tirade about why having a game plan is good and blah blah blah. That's fine. The big thing, the big reason I emphasize that is if you're playing without a game plan, analyzing your games is like significantly harder. Do you see why? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, because if you're just doing things just to do things, what are you gonna take away if it doesn't work? Oh, you know, I just won't hit the button at that spot. You know, bazinga. That's not helpful.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Yeah, that's not good. But if you're playing with a game plan, when you're watching your things back, you can look at two things. You can look at it in two ways. Either you're not following your game plan, or two, your game plan needs like more. It's like a turkey that needs to be stuffed a bit more. I guess that's like a really bad analogy. You know, like if you're making like a manual for like like a tool or whatever, right? Like if you're making a manual for like I don't know a coffee machine, right? What is happening is your coffee machine manual keeps getting like weird problems that it doesn't know how to fix.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's like, what if the coffee is stuck like in the tap or whatever? I don't know how coffee machines work, so I'm gonna get blown up for this.
Yep.
Right. I'm also gonna mute the game. Sorry, the game is doing music, and I hate that. Before we do anything, like it was starting to get really grating really fast. You can't hear it because you are looking at my screen.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was getting really mad.
Alright.
Anyway. So do you see that?
Yeah.
We're just gonna... Oh, oops. Okay. So, what your game plan is. So, what do you think, like, what spots on the screen do you want to cover? You have L George that covers all the screen. I'm gonna use green as your screen and red as my stuff. Because your stuff is safe and my stuff is...
Alright.
Yeah. George comes out, covers all the space, right? Basically, like you go further here, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Parasol L shot will cover all of this screen like this. Right. And then your bubbles are like this, I guess. Kind of like that. Lost around about here. They don't seem to go very far. Again, I'm not the most proficient umbrella player, so. If you know something about it that I'm miss saying, like please tell me. But so
I
far
can also like
the
anti-air one, the one that goes up.
The one that goes like this?
Yeah.
Because this is the smaller one, the bigger one is the arc.
Yeah.
Also, can you see my mouse?
Yeah, I can see a mouse.
Okay, awesome. So you're covering pretty much all of the screen. The big thing with that is your stuff that you want to control space with is like not that fast to start up. As far as I can tell. Right?
Yeah.
Like, bubble is not particularly fast. I'm going to check how fast this is. Also, I actually have a keyboard and mouse that work. Pretty happy with it.
Wait, did I have the frame data on bubble now?
I think so. What the...
I don't think they have the frame.
I'll just check the game.
Alright.
Check it. I'm just gonna check the game.
Wait, hat?
What? It's in training mode.
Oh yeah. Oh, but that means would you have to go like back and forth?
That's fine. I'm not so.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I'm just gonna check this train data, like it's not much fun. Okay. So we can go here, we can analyze what things you're using, right? what tools you're using. We'll just analyze those. Actually, that means I should have picked your team.
Pose.
Yeah.
Characters.
It was.
So
Yeah.
If you're playing Umbrella Point, we'll look at this. What assist is here? Is it this one?
It was Wishmaker.
Oh, Wishmaker? Okay, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I'll just look at it as a big move.
Peacock.
Use that one.
Parasol.
That one. Use that one, right? Not H?
Yeah. L. Yeah.
And then I'll pick my team.
Let's go, Samson.
Better if I did.
Alright.
Oh, I should go back to it.
ね
Oh. Alright.
once.
Okay, so we saved here. So your assist comes here, covers this screen. Assist covers here, covers this screen. There's the anti-air one.
Oh
seem to
no,
use
the other
this-
one.
Maybe?
It's quadricycle backwards heavy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that one.
Cool, so you use that one. That's... How many frames is that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 frames to start up. Okay?
Yep.
The anti-air one is 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 frames.
Yep.
Cool. What are there any other normals that you use to control space?
Let's see. I guess 5 MP.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one.
14 frames start up.
Overstuffed. Oh, yeah, maybe
Overstuffed?
overstuffed. Yeah, because I don't know how to control hunger that much right now.
Oh, yeah, that one, right? Yeah.
So it's mostly overstuffed that I hit with, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that'll come with time. The more you learn how to use it.
Mm.
So this is what I do when I'm like trying to construct a game plan, yeah?
Yep.
Like I look at all the buttons that I'm gonna use. This one, blah 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 blah. Covers this space. So it's like really good, probably around this spacing actually. I picked a couple. Because Philia ID will like land like around about here.
Yeah.
Around about here. And like if you hit this, that's pretty good. You want this tipper here. Hit her in the...
Yeah.
If you go here, you will trade. And the trade is like, it's alright, I guess.
Mm.
You'd rather not trade, especially.
Mhm.
Right? So this is a good spot for that. So most of your things are good at like this spacing.
Yep.
And yeah. So what you again want is to get to over here. But the main thing with all of that is I also want that because I have this boy. And all I want with H-beam is to just get space and call H-beam.
Mhm.
Right? That's like how H-beam like works.
ちょっと待ってね
Because all I want
Yeah.
is like if you think about it,
まったく
at this
どこを
spacing
やりてやがった
first of all,
ちょっ
if
と
I am over here,
ファイト
you can't do anything to stop me from calling this for free.
Logging
ちょ
off.
っと待ってね
That's like if you were constructing a game plan against my team, that will be something you have to focus on quite a bit. Like how do I stop him from just calling HP? That's not honestly like from looking at this, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of things you can do.
Mm.
Given your layout. You could maybe do how long does this last? Runs out around about.
Logging off.
Well, that keeps going for quite a while. Oh, not the entire screen.
Hmm.
That lasts around. If you want to control space with this character, you're gonna need to find some way to deal with H-beam. Can't stop it on startup. There's two ways you can deal with. You can stop it on startup, or you can punish its recovery. Right? You can't stop at startup because your team is just not built for that.
Mhm.
You can't really punish its recovery either. So what you have to do is just to avoid it. You have to use things like use this to go over it. So let me pull it in time.
Let's go
Logging off.
ちょっと待って
You could do stuff like this. So you need to super jump here, basically.
Yeah.
You could
But that
super...
ends up leaving my character in like an unfortunate spot. Like, cause once you do like MK for too long, you'll like collapse on yeah.
Logging off.
You could do that.
Mm.
Logging off.
I mean, you could like neutral run, I guess.
Logging.
Oh yeah, you
I
could
meant
do that.
run. Yeah,
Logging
Because
off.
you could do that, I guess, yeah. But then,
but it's definitely more dangerous. Yeah.
how do you chain this kid? Okay, whatever. I'm not here to learn them, bro.
Yeah.
So you could do stuff like that. So that's a few things you need to pay attention to. So either you need to make a decision. So like here, you need to either make a decision about, okay, I need to get out of the way of Philia doing. Funny actually.
Logging off.
Pose.
Or you need to like stop me from calling this. Right? In which case you need to go in and.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, like how you construct.
ちょっと待った。
That's again like sort of long-term things. What happens is, as you keep playing more and more and more, you'll have more things that you need to fix, and you need to add more things to your coffee manual.
Yep.
And eventually you'll be like, you know how to like, because the more experience you get with the coffee machine, you know how to fix every single problem, right?
Yeah.
Your team is the same way. It's your own coffee machine. You keep working at things like, oh, okay, in this situation, what do I need to do? Like, how do I use my tools to solve the thing that I need to? Right? And sometimes the answer is like, get a different tool. Sometimes it's use something that is like risky. Like, you know, if you're like fixing like, I don't know, one of the hot pipes or whatever, like, you know, if you're messing
Yeah.
around with that, you know, a big kaboom can happen. That's not great. So it's all about like the risk management. Sometimes like stuff like that. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Makes sense?
So do you mean like focus on like, I guess like, I mean, keep in mind about the risks about the
Yeah, but also like understand what the opponent is looking to get out of your like playing against you. What I'm looking to get here
Ladies and gentlemen,
is my game plan is I'm gonna
it's
call
showtime.
run away, call H beam. Okay, I messed up here.
Yeah.
What I meant to do was backdash twice and then call H beam and then run in. What I'm gonna do now is what my plan was is I'm gonna wave dash in. I'm gonna block this bubble and assist is coming out. And then
Yep.
you have to sort of block it, or you can crouch it. Once beam is coming out, if you can't jump over it in the way that I showed you, which I don't know if you knew that, but now you know it. Like you can do the jump medium kick and fly and land before it, like you have to collapse.
Yep.
You could do that, especially in spots like this is pretty good because you're completely actionable. Assume that H beam is coming around about here. It's like about to start up, right?
Yeah.
You can just jump over it completely and you're completely fine. What Philia then needs to do is jump over this bubble and then get to you. Right?
Yep.
And once you do that, you know, like Philia, like I hate saying this, but like Philia is like, I hate saying this, one, because it's not true, but two, like she only can do so many things in the air. She doesn't have a double jump. She has one air dash, and she has like air ball, right?
Yep.
Right. Once you know that those are the things that she can do, it's not exactly true because she can also stall with jumping heavy kick and then do these. It creates a bit of a timing mix up, but we'll talk about that like way down the line. It's important right now.
Yep.
When that happens, we can like you can start narrowing down options and then look at what they can do to beat it. And again, we talked about this last time. It's like you do things to narrow down what the opponent can do, and then you beat what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right? So in this spot, Philia has the option of either running and blocking this sphere or bubble, or she can jump over it, right? There's only two things that can happen. She can't like, I mean, I guess she can, I don't know if you can phase through this somehow. I guess I could just DP through it. But then, you know, if you don't punish the DP, then what's wrong with me? Right? But like, she can either block it or she can jump over it. What do I do?
Yep.
I'm actually not sure. I just block it. So you standing heavy punch here. I don't know what you're looking for with the standing heavy punch here. What are you looking for with it?
I think that was a misclick. I was supposed to do the. Actually, I don't know what I was doing.
Look
think
at
I
your
just
inputs.
pressed that on accident,
Let's
yeah.
look at your inputs. It'll make
Yeah.
Your turn.
your inputs are up top.
Yeah. Oh,
Quarter
yeah.
forward.
I don't know, bro. I think I was trying to click the next assist, but I realized.
Yeah,
you're
you're doing
doing assist. Yeah.
You're doing quarter forward heavy. I don't know what you're doing here. You have assist available. Oh, if you
Oh,
input it
I
wrong.
remember now. I forgot. I thought I was playing Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'll get better with that.
Yeah,
That happens to
because
everybody.
this is just a fresh team.
Yeah. I mean, you also
yeah.
keep going between different inputs, not inputs, different
Mhm.
points. So you'll get used to that. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. That's completely fine.
Yep.
You know, honestly, what happens with this is the more, like, it's not even necessarily about experience. The more you build up your toolkit, the better you get at recognizing what spot you need to do where. And then with a little bit more experience, you'll get better at, like, not making those problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I fixed it. When I, like, used to swap around teams quite a bit, I, like, went, okay, with Philia, I want to do this, this, and this. And every time I think about these options, it makes it easier for me not to do the other one that, like, I can't do or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, an easy way for me to check if I'm playing bad is if I'm doing things that the other character's doing, because that means I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing with my team.
Yeah.
Or my character specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes my team. You get what I mean?
Yep.
Right, so you mess up this, I get up close, you do this. Are you looking for something?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. I think I was scared of your IAD JHP.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're looking for the IAD
Sorry,
here.
dash back. Yep.
Okay.
I see that you didn't do it, so I just decided to go forward. And
What's this heavy kick about?
I don't know, bro. Dude. Like my brain, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Again, like, the more you a good way to fix this actually is to, when you're watching stuff like this, consciously like stop them at every point and think about what you can do. So I wouldn't even stop here. I wouldn't stop at the heavy kick. I would stop here. I would think, okay, what are the options? What can I do? You also have your assist available right now.
Yeah.
So you could use your assist to stop something from happening. Like, you could call George. That could be fine. You could call Tear Shot. That could also be fine. Tear Shot is probably a bit better. Because Tear Shot appears behind the opponent. Not behind the opponent, behind your character, as opposed to Peacock shows up quite a bit in front of you. And because you're jumping, you want the things to show up behind you even more so. Because, like, if you call the assist here, the assist recognizes that you're over here when their position is set.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So if you call Peacock here, he's going to appear around about here.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're going to land here, so she's super in front.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm playing attentively and I know what assist you have, I can punish the assist like a long enemy.
Yeah.
And then you're in a bit of trouble. Because then I can call my assist safely. You don't really have any great ways to avoid it. So you don't have any great ways to stop me from doing that. And then I can just I just hit more buttons and it continues on from there.
Yeah.
So you can use this and, like, call your assist, that's fine. This, your dash back is also fine. You can still call an assist here. Another thing is, you know how when I'm looking for a space to call an assist, you can do the same. Like, if you're calling your assist from over here, there's nothing I can do to stop you. All I can do is counter call with my own. But if you stand in front of your assist, like, if you stand in, like, Parasol comes out around about here, right? Let's say. If you stand in front of Parasol over here, my robo, like, beams will just hit you, and then the Tear Shot will just come out.
Yep.
It'll hit your point, it won't hit your assist. You know how we mentioned last time, things only hit one character, they don't hit another character afterwards?
Mm-hmm.
The thing will happen here, and then the assist won't come out.
Yeah.
So, again, like, if you're trying to play a zoning team, which that's what you're trying to do, right? Looking for spots where you do have this time is good. Again, if you're playing me, you might just be like, oh, this guy's just gonna, like, better player me at any time, right? So that probably creates a bit of tension in you, but especially if you're playing people around your skill level, or maybe a little bit worse, it makes it a lot easier to look for those spots and trying to find it. But the biggest thing for you, especially, like, once you're trying to get used to the game and trying to used to this sort of game, is look for these spots. When can you call something safely? Right now, it's pretty safe to just call this right now. Even if I airball and, like, Gregor over you or something, it's a bad idea, and I should not do it. Like, it's literally free right now for you.
Yeah.
You mess up a little bit, and then this happens, and that's bazinga. Now I get it for free. I messed up my wave dash. It feels bad, man.
Yeah.
So I just, like, because I messed up my wave dash, I get the hell out of the way. Well, I mess up even further. And then, like, you're just gonna walk up and hit me with a low? I guess that worked.
Yep.
Were you looking for something when you were doing that?
I was like, okay, he did backwards slash JHP, you know? Like, just catch his landing.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Good. Yeah, bombo.
Yep.
Bombo. I'm looking for a tech here. You see that you're 3v2? Go for a reset right about now, please. This, like, it's the perfect ideal, like, undizzy time for you to reset.
Yeah. Dang, bro, did that? I still got no umbrella reset, unfortunately, but don't worry, I got this.
It's
I got
a,
this
it
coming.
put it in the. Wow, that's a long doing animation.
Mm.
Yeah, you need to have some resets.
Yep.
If you do a
Got the
full combo
combo. I
here,
got.
I was like, at this point, I'm like, oh, you're doing a full combo. That's chill. I'm just gonna win after this hit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you
Yeah,
full
I
combo
missed
me. I'm gonna get out of the
the
corner.
thing.
You keep me in the. You try to do a left-right mix-up on me as you land, which is good. You actually need to commit here, though.
Oh no, I was actually trying to finish the combo with the super, the freaking
You should not do
it's
that.
like the explosion one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then it
Oh,
was
you
supposed
just
to be
mess up your
super,
combo.
but then I mess up and I was like, oh shit. Backdash. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I can throw a bubble, and then that
Look at
was
this,
the
bro.
panic
There's
option
no
I
way.
chose.
There's no way.
Yeah, there was no way.
I messed up, but you also ducked through. That's pretty funny. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way. Just what you can do here, actually, which is really good, is as they tech here, it's really ambiguous for me, especially because I'm gonna take out of the corner. Like, this is one thing I learned to do in spots like these. I take out of the corner here. Most people will actually take towards the corner here, which is like a little bit worse for you, but I mean, it's better or worse. But, see, like, I can't tell which side I'm gonna be on.
Yep.
I feel like it's dabbing. I never knew Philly had a dab frame.
Bruh, actually.
Let's learn something new every day.
Yep, and then
I'm actually gonna screen
yeah.
cap this.
Yo, isn't that already affiliate dabbing, or was that?
I don't think
dabbing?
so. Fuku has a slide, but I don't. Nobody knew Philly had a dab. That's actually pretty fun. I'll do this later. Don't.
All right. Okay.
I'm not gonna waste your
Yeah.
time. We already done time meme. Pretty funny. Like, it's really. I can tell now, but before that, I had no idea what side I was gonna be on.
Yeah.
So if you have stuff like this, right? I guess Umbrella also kind of has a dab. So you can set up combo enders here. I don't know which combo ender you would use here, actually. But there are certain combo enders here where you can set up, like, you read my tech forward with, like, a left-right mix-up with, like, a backdash. This doesn't seem to be the best move for that. You also waited a little bit when you did this.
Yeah, that's because I was supposed to do DP input, but I'm not used to doing it on the left side. I'm on the right side, yeah.
Yeah. And then you were like, you
and then I
backdash
was
a
like,
little
oh
bit
shit, okay, panic option enabled. I threw up.
Yeah. No, but, like, the backdash is really good. It's a really good option here. And then, like, I was like, oh, there's a scramble. I'm just gonna IAD jump like kick, and it'll work because you're bad.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, I do this even to good players, so don't worry about that too much.
Yeah,
and then you try to do this bubble. This bubble, I hope you realize now it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like, oh.
This is like a 30-frame animation. Like, I'm gonna destroy you for this. I had no idea what was going on, so I just block. Fine. I try to push block late. That was pretty bad.
Yep.
This is holy. You're balls in the wall here.
I did. Yeah. Dude, I was panicking so much on that point.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get better at, like, dealing with these scrambles the more you play.
Yeah.
Creating good defaults is good. Blocking is a good default to build up. Hitting a button immediately is a decent option to build up as well. Hitting slow special moves is a really bad one, though. I would recommend you not do that.
Yeah, bro.
That's okay. You'll get better at it later. You do, yeah, and
oh yeah. Then I was like, okay, time to block, and then I crouch block, and then
yeah. Again, you have some habits in Scrabble. That's fine.
Yep.
So I am really bad at dash lowing here, and most people are pretty bad at it. So they'll IAD over here. So if you want to learn how to beat the meta, you can do that by just up backing here every time.
Okay.
Alternatively, you had plenty of time to just, like, I don't know. You don't have a crouching in here, do you? You have a button? Do you crouch?
Yeah, like a fast button, right?
Yeah. Something that specifically beats that button would be nice, but any, like fast end here would be good.
JHP?
Like crouch A punch?
No, wait, so beating what button?
This button here. IAD here.
Oh, JHP, yeah.
Oh, look at your hitboxes.
No, unfortunately, no. I don't think so. It's mostly like Yeah.
Anyway, you can just up back here. Up backing is fine. You get caught by the beam, but there's mix-ups to do here. We can talk about them later if you're interested, but I will leave that till later. Basically, blocking the beam creates, like, a bunch of timing mix-ups when you can be hit. But that too much.
Yeah.
But you have a standard habit here of blocking low here, so blah blah blah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
the
the
mix.
good mix up this time.
Mhm.
You stand blocking here. So generally, you should up back or down back.
Yep.
Because if I'm gonna catch your low, like if I'm gonna catch your high block with the low,
Yep.
like it doesn't matter if I catch you up backing or stand guarding, right?
Mhm.
Whereas if I can also throw you here, there's stuff with up back versus down. I think stand block is good if you're gonna like do some option selects around like blocking different timings and stuff. But if you're
Yeah.
not doing that, like they just commit to up back or down back,
Mhm.
rather than stand guard, because then you also can be thrown. And I think I threw you quite a bit in the last little games.
Yeah. Combo. Push
Yeah,
block.
good push block here. That's good. And again, you're
Yeah.
not looking for spaces to call your assist here. You're looking to
Yeah.
contest. Like I guess part of it is just knowing me. I guess I am very
Mhm.
keen to just go back and call my assist and go in because I have that kind of assist. If I'm playing Big
Yeah.
Ben, for example, if I'm playing beat extend here, for example, I'm gonna like dash up and call beat extend again, and then you.
Mhm.
It's all about like knowing
Yeah.
the matchup to some. You do this, you can also like see that I air dash like this, and then just call your assist right now anyway. Oh, you committed? No, you haven't. So you can also like just while you're doing this thing.
Mhm.
Okay, just as a random question, when you're doing these sort of plays, which character are you looking at?
Like,
Are you
do you
looking
mean when
at
I'm doing like that?
Yeah, when you're doing this move, are you looking at Umbrella or are you looking at Philly?
Celia, unfortunately.
No, that's good. You should do
Well,
that.
yeah.
So if you look at me, you have more information to tell what's going on, right? Then
Yep.
if you look at your character, like this is gonna sound really dumb, but you can't see
Mhm.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So this is a good habit. You should do that. But when you do
Mhm.
that, so this is another like this is one of those two you know how I mentioned like you should look for spaces to call assists and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's like a long term like improvement. You're not gonna get better at that in 2 weeks. I mean you are, but you're not gonna be like the best at that in 2 weeks.
Yep.
This is another one of those things, which is watching your opponent when you're doing things and like
Mhm.
using those to inform the decisions you make.
Yep.
That's another thing that'll take you a long time to get better at. I know because it took me 5 years.
Mhm.
Right? So when you look at me, the Joker meme of "look at me," you do
Yeah,
this, you see
and
this,
like.
you see me do this.
Mhm.
Once you see that, right? I'm gonna call this concept reaction time. Not reaction time. Reaction points.
Mhm.
Okay, so a good reaction point in Skullgirls is not when you slow down. Is when you push block something. So push block here.
Mhm.
Push block is like 25 frames around about of you not being able to do things.
Mhm.
That is a big enough section that you can literally like start looking in the middle of the push block. Like when you hit push block, you start looking at Philia right away, right?
Yeah.
Like your eyes are tracking. You do this, so you block. That's good.
Yep.
Blah 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 blah. You do this.
Mhm.
Your eyes should be right here.
Yep.
And and now they should be here. When you see this, I can know you're done out of the animation, right? You see the
Yep.
startup of the air backdash.
Mhm.
From here, there is like no real way that I'm gonna hit you, and it's gonna be like a safe way to do it.
Yeah.
From here I can like airball at you, but that's pretty dumb,
Mhm.
and it doesn't lead to anything unless it's super,
Yeah.
right? So because you see this air dash back, you know that's a good time to call your assist.
Mhm.
So this is what I mean by a reaction point. Look during the animation of the push block, because again, during the push block, aside from PBGC at the end, you can't do anything.
Mm.
Right? Like you're stuck there basically.
Yeah.
It's not basically like literally you're stuck there. You can't do anything. You can like do the push block absolute guard, which is good. You should do that. But like
Yep.
it's just you build the things in your hands and then you can't do anything afterwards. It's not like you can cancel the push block animation into something else and blah blah blah, right?
Mhm.
So you should use times like these to literally look at what the opponent is doing, and then by the end of like a certain point, you should make a decision.
Yeah.
That's the concept of a reaction point.
Mhm.
So what I want you to do as like homework or whatever. I'm not gonna check it. I'm not like actually teaching you this. So I'm not gonna be like, did you do your homework aside from your replays, I guess, because
Yeah.
then we need those to watch the match.
Yeah,
What I want
definitely.
you to what I need you to start working on is finding these points where you can't do anything, and then like using those to strictly look at the opponent and tell what a good decision can. And like it's all really tricky. It's not super easy. Like looking at the screen, seeing what the opponent is doing, making the good decision. Like it's 3 steps, and you'll get better at those 3 steps as you go on. But the first thing I want you to start doing is finding these points and literally looking at the opponent like directly. You could even like train this easily by like setting the dummy to do like exactly what I just did.
Yeah.
Like the sequence I just did, and like literally training yourself to do that in training mode. When you know that's exactly what's happening. And if you can track Philia exactly where she's going and like be like, oh, okay, she did this afterwards, now I'm gonna hit this button, then you're on the right track. And then you start doing this in matches and you get better at it.
Yeah.
So this is like a super duper long term concept. Like this will not take you 2 weeks. It'll maybe take you 6 to 7 months to get better at. And especially like if you're not gonna play every day, that's fine. Like every time you play though, you need to focus on that. Like this is your big thing you want to work on.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you focus on one big thing, like for most people, including me, like I can learn to do, like when I'm trying to play to improve, I look at one big thing and like one small thing. One big thing would be similar to this, which is like literally pay attention to what the character is doing when I'm taking a certain action.
Yep.
And a small thing could be like, I don't know, when Philly is doing the IAD jump leg kick to crouch leg kick, I want to block high and then block low.
Oh, I see. Yo, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Well, yeah, that's how you beat it. Otherwise, you just get blown up. But
yeah, definitely.
yeah. But you see, like that's a specific small thing that you can like tackle in like very key moments, as opposed to this thing which is like super gigantic and like happens every single time and like all the time. You know.
Yeah.
Another reaction point for you is this button right here. As you're doing this button, this is like around about 20 frames of animation. By this time, you can look at the opponent and see what's going on. You can see that Robo Fortune's popping out. You can use that and be like, okay, Robo Fortune's coming out. That means I'm going to block and I'm going to call Parasol. Parasol calling is the easiest. You don't want to call Peacock here because Peacock will come out in front and she'll get hit.
Yeah.
You could use that as well. So depending on what you want. From my understanding, calling Parasol here would be so you can either body block for yourself and let your assist come out, or you can body block for the assist and let yourself do things.
Yeah.
You can either have Peacock in front, like getting hit by the beam, and then you put out a bubble or whatever, or you can like block and Parasol can come out and put out the tier. It depends on the situation which one is better. In this spot, I genuinely don't. It probably is better. I would need to see how H beam interacts with the heavy bubble here, but it's probably it probably might be better to let Peacock come out and take the hit, and then actually no, that's not good. Another reason is that because your Umbrella has like low life, like if she gets hit by any one combo, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
Right, like even if I throw you, I'm gonna do a DHC combo and I'm just gonna and Peacock would come in. So you'd rather your Peacock be full health, and like you like don't call Peacock.
Yeah.
So you would have your Parasol come out. That probably like that's another reason. Like so when you're trying to make decisions, you need to look at a bunch of different like variables to. Sorry, it's like been like very all over the place and it's like a lot of big concepts. But I think for you especially, like getting better at like starting to work on big concepts will be easier now, and it'll be like more fruitful later on. And like it'll happen like a lot. Like you'll like 6 months down the line, you'll be like, oh, I'd like, because what the thing is, right? How do I put? Another thing that will happen quite a bit is like I'll tell you all those amazing things about reaction points and trying to make good decisions and blah blah blah, and you'll like try to do it in matches, and you'll be like, I have no idea what chimps meant.
Yeah.
Right? Because you'll try to make a decision, you're like, oh, what was I supposed to look at? Like I'm supposed to look at my character. Your character, my life bar, their life bar, my meter, your meter, my hunger meter, my assist availability, their assist availability. There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right? And also, like, you know, actually, that's pretty much it. If they have resources, that's going to be important as well for making decisions. But, like, like, 6 months down the line, I'll give you this exact spiel, and then you'll be like, oh, this makes sense, and in matches you'll start getting better at it immediately. So again, I don't want you to think about this as like you do this once or twice and then you're Gucci. Like this is a really long-term thing. Like this is how you get better at fighting games. Like this is not like how to get better at SG and doctors hate him. Here's how you lose brain cells in skullgirls or whatever. This is like legitimately fighting game thing. So don't worry about it if you get if you feel stuck about it or if it feels difficult to implement, because it will. Like, it feels difficult to implement for like good players. Because I talk to good players about how they implement these things in different games, and they tell me, no, that was really hard, and 6 months down the line, I learn how to do it properly. Don't worry about that, but that's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Anyway. 81 seconds, by the way. So again, I see the backdash. To see, like, what I'm trying to do here is I am... Like, you see me do this. As I call beam, I'm, like, literally looking at your character. I'm also just wave dashing at the same time. That's why I'm, like, doing things. That's why I see when the assistant come out, or you also don't have a good assistant in the middle of H-beam like this. Once I'm in your face, you can't really call any assistant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking at your character and going, oh, okay, based on this, I can probably go in and that should be fine. I mess up here, here. I messed up, but you died anyway.
Yeah.
You're trying to hit a button here. I don't know what for.
I think I was JHV. Oh no. Yeah, I was trying to.
Brother Bear, I can see your inputs.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to just smack your JHV out.
Brother Bear, I have an assist behind me. You can't do that.
Yeah, I know, dude. I gotta. It's not like that's what a lot of people do to me. They always like air button me, and then I get smacked.
Yep.
So that's based on habits.
Building a good default here would be good. Blocking is fine. Honestly, like in SG, like a lot of the times, if you want to think about a good default, blocking is a completely fine default.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm not going to tell you to mash every time or whatever, or like not even mash somebody. Unless you mash, it's probably better.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's meant I can get the combo into you now. Another thing another reason I do this is like, you also got counter hit right now, by the way, which is bad because now I have extra and dizzy to work with. I should have not continued this combo for this long. That's pretty bad on me. You have an amazing throw tech here, but I also just mashing throw significantly. Holy, this mash. Holy, this mash.
Yeah, I was smashing throw. I was like,
Don't
you know what? I've never used throw to mash before.
It's alright. Holy, this Argus.
Like, I always see Gumi and like Ant always throw me, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe the button is good.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I was gonna throw you, so you got out of that. I don't know what the Argus is for though.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, you know what? Panic option, just Argus out of here.
Brother Bear, not like this. I dropped my combo. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, a better player than me, you're dead here actually.
Yeah.
Like I do a decent combo and then DHC into Robo, you're absolutely boned.
Yeah. And
blah 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 blah. Trombini. Brother Bear, you're mashing buttons again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother. I always get that.
It's okay. we'll break that out of you.
Yeah, I know, dude. I used to hold back to block and push block, and now I just press button.
You're just a filthy masher. It's okay. You're a filthy reversler too.
Exactly.
Are you mashing push block here?
Wait, what? Yeah, I was.
You don't mash push block, just like see the block and then hit the button, pal.
Yeah.
It depends on the button though. Like specifically, I use Filia Crush Light Punch because it has really low block stun. So you're probably gonna get blown up by it. So trying to push lock here, and then you're just mashing. Sorry. Good job inputting tech forward.
Yeah.
Being cognizant of that, it's good. It's a good default to build in. And again, I will emphasize there are some things where you just having a good default is good. This is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Building a good default is good. So what you do is Like again, with those reaction points, you build in a default given a certain opportunity, and then based on what is actually happening, you change it up how it's going. And I mean, you do it here, right? Like you're mashing tech forward, and then you see that, oh, I'm actually getting comboed, and you start blocking. That's like one example of that. Another, the more complicated you make it, and the faster you try to do it, and the more situations you try to do it in, the better you'll get at games.
Yeah.
Again, I tick throw you, blah, blah, blah. You got the tech here, that's good. Do you know how to, like, did you, like, practice how to do that?
Usually, well, yeah, it was usually just like mashing tech.
No, you didn't mash tech. The specific reason is, like, you didn't mash tech here, that's why.
I just saw my character on the fly and I was like,
awesome.
no, it was because, I think it was because of the burst, and I was like, wait, is this... Wait, did I tech here?
Yeah.
It's too much.
Oh. Yeah,
So-
I just saw red. I saw the burst and I was like, oh snap, burst, and then I was gonna press the burst, and yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess that actually worked out then, huh? If you delay your tech here, you can actually tech those setup. If they've used OTG. If they haven't used OTG, you get blown up. I was just chump checking here.
Yeah.
You tech back in the corner. That's actually pretty fine here. Use that to get out of the way.
I
That's good. This just didn't work. This sucks for you.
Yeah, I was trying to get the cross.
You should have delayed the button if you were gonna do that. It would have probably worked then, but also I messed up, but also placed this this then heavy because it's amazing here. I guess I'm just a gamer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even if I trade, I still get a combo, which is pretty funny. I just was like, wait, I messed up, and then it worked, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because I can stand heavy kick and then drill, and then I can die here. This is really frisky, but you got in just in time.
Yeah.
And again, it's about paying attention to the screen and like did you have enough time? In the I'm willing to bet while you were playing this game, you didn't think about that.
Like the L shot, right?
Yeah, you were like, you just kind of did it.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, you know, L shot should be fast enough, and then yeah.
I mean, it was fast enough here. Like paying closer attention to, yeah. I mean, you did the right thing by paying like, oh, can I get this L shot out here now? That's fine. I would just like do that every time, basically. Like you do this more often, rather than just in those desperate spots.
Yeah.
Do this. I get out of the way. That's fine. I'm pretty chill here. I don't need to do anything. Use this.
Yeah, actually, I was trying to do headshot. I'm pretty sure. Actually, yeah.
Do you see that? Like, oh yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did that? I was supposed to do headshot because I thought you were still on the ground. So yeah, that's because I wasn't looking. Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like, well, when Parasol is dashing, you can also use that time to look at the screen and see where Philly is.
Yeah.
I thought this 10 hit punch is pretty good actually. This beats this is a decent shot of beating heavy airball. Neffy will do that quite a bit. So if you want to beat Neffy doing dumb H airballs, that might be pretty good. It might trade sometimes, but it's a pretty good trade. You get a big chunky heavy damage. Neffy gets a tiny petulant pitiful airball trade damage.
Yeah.
Or if it just beats it, you get a combo. Heavy punch, air shot, and here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, wow, you're kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, but wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I used the jumping heavy stall here. But also, like, there's no way this is gonna hit. How are you gonna, like, this is not really gonna hit anybody.
I was trying to anti your air dash, bro.
I would try to end here with pillar. Oh, it's very frisky. You're also super low on life, and any decision you make will get you killed.
Yep.
What you could do here is super jump back is really safe here.
Wait, super jump back as in left?
To the right.
Oh, to the right.
So,
yeah.
especially because see that I don't have my assist available. I'm pretty sure, as we keep going, because I super jumped, I still don't have my assist available.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call assist while you're like doing things, while I'm doing things in the air. So what it's a really safe option here is to super jump go back that way with like with a rising jumping heavy punch to control all this space.
Mhm.
And then while you're up here, you do a tier toss, put a tier toss like anywhere here, 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 or here, and then cancel that and do jumping heavy punch to get a tier explosion here, tier explosion here, tier explosion here, or tier explosion here, depending on what you want to cover.
Yeah.
So like when you do tier tosses, they cover different spaces.
Mhm.
And where you let the tier go and when you explode it with jumping heavy punch is like that determines what space you control.
Yeah.
Against me again because I'm using jumping turbo beam. I preferably want to be on the ground or like slightly on the ground more so. So covering stuff on the ground is good. Against more jumpy opponents, you want to use stuff that covers this so they get by they try to air dash over it, they'll get.
Yep.
Yeah. But also like if you see that they're not actionable, like if they're not, you know the term actionable, right? You've probably heard of it.
Actionable.
Yeah, like they can do an action.
As in like, yeah, as in like they can do an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you can like see that I can jump and then air dash at you, then you put out that one. If while you're looking at, because another thing is while you're jumping back, that's also another reaction point because you can't really do much while you jump back.
Mm-hmm.
Jump back, look at the opponent, and you go, okay, I want to control this space because I think they have enough time to air dash at me, and I think and that they will take it, and then I will control the space with. Or you might think that there's not enough space for them to control. I'm just gonna like put a tier shot here, and then like use the explosion covering me to put out a tier shot that way or something.
Yeah.
Or you might just like see that, put that over there, then jump back again or something. Depends on the situation.
Yeah.
It all is super complex. Okay. Again, if you have any questions at any point, just yell at me.
Yeah. All right.
So far, it seems to be good.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Sweet. So because you see that, you know, I have my assist available. I like because I'm so far away from the pillar. Like I'm just gonna see that and I'm just gonna grab her.
Yeah. And yeah. Then shall we? And then extra style points. Oof.
Hey man, I kill you with Robo. So what would happen with when me and Mal would play is I would I would basically like do a point character thing all the time, and then DHC the big band at the last second and kill him and tell him, "Damn, my big band killed you. I'm so good."
Yo, that's actually so mean, bro. I should do.
Yeah, that's. So what happens with me usually is like one game takes us this long because there's so many concepts, and we have to reinforce them sometimes. But yeah. But basically, like, if you have a game plan that's good, your game plan just needs to be more inclusive of what the different things that can happen are. And if you're like, if you come across a situation where you don't know what your game plan can be, just DM me or like post in the Discord. Like, I don't know what to do here. And then once you know what to do here, you put that in your toolkit, and then you know what to do. And while so what happens is like the overall structure of improvement is like you learn to look at the situations and actually see what you need to do. Yeah. And then you find the thing, what you need to do, and then solve it and get the answer. It's like very similar to like a math problem. You like learn to read what the math problem is saying. You go, based on this, I need to use this algorithm. Are you a math guy or like are you not a math guy?
No, I got some math formulas, bro.
Okay, awesome. I'm not losing you by running this analogy.
Math thing.
Yeah, so you know when your question says like, you know, your question is like, are you doing partial differential equations? Completely curious. Oh, you're like year 10 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Whatever,
totally like you know, like you know, Jamie bought pants for $20. Jamie's pants are on sale for 25%. What's the pants are gonna be now? You know what you need to solve. You know how to solve it, and then you go on and solve it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's paying attention to what the problem is, knowing what the tool is in the right situation, and then solving it.
Yeah, it's like finding the right formula to use the thing, and then easy.
Yeah, and then putting the formula, and then bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, easy, bro, easy.
Yeah. And fighting games are easy like that.
Yeah.
Except it's just you need to look for problems. Like problems will appear every 20 frames, if faster, and you need to solve them, and then you actually need to have the dexterity to make sure that you solve it every time.
Yeah,
so, you know, not easy, but you know what to do.
Yeah, it's just the formula would be like the option, right?
Yeah. The formula is like, okay, what do I actually do to beat this here? And you know, things like that. Like I will send you a Overarching improvement.
Yeah.
There we go. Overarching improvement. Identify common problems and find solutions. The first point in my notes here.
Yeah.
We'll tackle the 4 notes later. Like you can see them on my screen. You can't see them while I'm recording, but when you watch my video, you'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But that's basically the gist of it. Is I want you to focus. The first thing I want you to focus on, or start focusing on, is try to find spots where you can strictly look at the opponent without it influencing you. Like you don't need to know what your character is doing. You don't need to know how much recovery your character has. You don't need to know where your assist is coming and stuff like that. You don't need to think about your character. You need to only pay attention to what they're doing. Once you're at that level of comfort with the game, then you can start working on more things and including more and getting better at everything. But if you're not at that level yet, which I suspect you're not at the moment, then it'll be really tricky for you to improve and also apply the things in your game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've like bombarded a bunch of things at you, but does that make sense?
It should be, yeah.
Again, if you have any questions about any of this, I'll upload this. Oh, I need to fix it before I upload it. Last time when I uploaded it, whenever I record things, I record them in like 2 voice channels. So when you upload them on YouTube, like the second voice channel gets lost, which is often where I'm speaking, which is pretty important.
Yeah.
So if you lose that, that's pretty whack. So I'll fix the video before I upload it, and it should be done like by tonight.
All right.
Yeah. So you can go back and look at it again in case you're curious. And if something doesn't make sense at any point, just like send me a DM. I can go over it again. Like I'm here to help you. That's what I'm here for.
Yep. And usually, how many bots do you analyze per session?
So I'm just gonna check the time now. It's just an hour of recording. Like so, I think we played 13 minutes or so, and then like since then we've just been talking about one match.
Yeah.
And like this is to introduce a lot of new concepts, but also like if you want to talk about more granular specific things, because like I've told you right now like how to make good decisions basically, right?
Yeah.
Once we start analyzing games based on whether this was a good decision, why was this a good decision, that can also take just as long. So sometimes like one game is all we can get through in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 3. It all depends on what the person is. I tend to very specifically and very granularly think about, okay, this was the situation. What options do we think we have here? I can tell you some things. The better the player gets, the better they are. That like we are gonna like having a discussion about what the good option is. The less you know about the game, the more I sort of have to that, which is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's sort of like one VOD is like one match is probably fine. If you're giving me like a first to 5, I would not expect to get through all 5 games unless you want me to rush it.
All right.
Like a first to 3 is probably fine.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm trying to get get you to feedback things that I'm making sure.
Yeah.
Usually, like if I do match analysis for somebody and they're not there, 3 games in an hour is fine. But also, it's because I don't expound quite as much.
Yeah.
I expect them to be like, "Hey, do you have any questions?" It's like,
yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna stop recording now unless you have anything to add to that.
Nope, it's alright.